Yes. And we're live on the StreamYard and the Twitch.
Did you go live over here too?
Not yet. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We're doing it.
Oh, you're calling me. Hotline bling.
Oh, hello.
Oh. Hello.
This is awesome. First time using stereo.
I like your little face.
Just hooked up. They're working. Got my earbuds working. Hi. Welcome, everyone. Face. I know, it's so funny. Look at yours.
I don't get to see my face. I mean, I get to see my face, but I don't get to see my face.
I'm going to screenshot it and I'll send it to you. Excuse us while we are just kind of like geeking out over using stereo for the first time, just seeing how it like works. We're pleased so far. It's funny.
It's a good time.
It is a good time. So we're here.
We're
Naomi,
here.
aka Bookladyreads.
Alyssa. I guess I am an AKA Nerdy Nurse Reading.
Yeah. Right. Why are we here? What are we doing? What's happening? What is the Passing Reading Project?
Questions I ask myself every day. Who am I and what am I doing here?
Well,
7 years I figured it out.
We're still wondering.
What am I doing with my life?
I don't even know. What does the future hold for me? I don't know. Well, we've put ourselves in quite the rabbit hole, have we not?
Yes, we have.
How did this start? What happened? I read The Vanishing Half last year. You read The Vanishing Half.
I think it's a compilation of The Vanishing Half and then the Office of Historical Corrections,
which was fantastic, by the way.
Was like the period at the end of that thought, like,
right.
Oh, we have to talk about this, because that last novella really got me remembering the things that we talked about when I took a Harlem Renaissance class. And then we went down a rabbit hole. We went down a major rabbit hole.
Major rabbit hole. We kept having these discussions here and there throughout the last few months about this subject around passing racial identity. And it is very interesting. It's like a bazillion layers to peel back. And we were like, we should just keep reading more about it.
And then
here we are.
It's kind of taken on a life of its own. I feel like that whole, what we talked about the other day about, even extrapolating it out beyond racial identity to like other forms of ways people can pass as normal.
That's right.
Whatever normal is. And I feel like this is a project that's actually never going to end.
It's going to be a pretty long project because, like you just said, it's not just about passing racial identity, but touches on other things too. And so the rabbit hole just keeps going like deeper and deeper and deeper. But it's so interesting. You just kind of just want to grab what you can, just learn as much as you want. So we are going to be reading both nonfiction and fiction books around the idea of passing racial identity to begin with.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's what the Passing Reading Project is. Oh, by the way, if you're on Instagram, you can follow the hashtag, the Passing Reading Project, to see all of our updates there. And it'd also be nice for us, Alyssa, you and I, to kind of like look back on that hashtag every so often to see like what we've discussed, what we've talked about, yada, yada, yada,
Yeah.
There's a little history book, right?
Yeah. Once you start unpacking this, there's so many things historically that have been discussed. There's so many things that are contemporary that have been discussed. It's kind of neat to dig through all the stories and books.
Yeah.
It's been a blast, actually.
We've got quite the list of books that are on our list.
And that was just an initial pass. That wasn't even that was
exactly
one day I was bored.
Exactly. And I had purchased just a handful of books around this topic a little while ago. So this is going to be deep, guys. If you have any recommendations on books, nonfiction or fiction, you can email us at tbrlowdown@gmail.com, or you can DM us at tbrlowdown on Instagram. All recommendations around this topic are welcome.
Yes, it may take us a while to get to them all, but we will get there.
Yeah, what do you think we
Eventually.
have now? Like a list of what? Like maybe 20 books, 25 books?
I thought it was somewhere around 25, but we keep adding things as like so we
Right.
just read Passing, and I think I tacked a few more onto the bottom of that list because there were some
Right.
things that came up in other sources.
Right.
So I'm like, ooh, what is this? I don't even know if they're all Passing related, but it's like, well, we got to look into this because it might be about this.
Exactly.
And yeah.
Right. Because what we're finding is, so just like with Passing, like you're also tapping into the Harlem Renaissance, which is a whole entire other topic that's really interesting to delve into. So while we're talking about it, our first book for the Passing Reading Project is Passing by Nella Larsen, which we have both read last week and are going to read again before we have our second show here on Stereo to discuss Passing. I think we're going to break it down in two parts, part 1 and 2, and then parts 3 and 4. Is that how we said we're going to do it?
Well, there's 3 parts, and
3 parts.
I'm not going to talk too much about it because I feel like I'll just keep talking about the book, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But it's beautifully broken into 3 equal parts, and I think each little part is a good way of chopping it up. So I don't think we'll ever have a book that's this nice and easy to chop up into segments, actually. So
right.
Let's enjoy it.
Right. So we are really excited to discuss Passing because for both of us, like it's a very short book, like 160 pages, but the things that are explored and the things you feel reading this book, it's a bit much. I think I thought I knew what this book was about. And then I read it and I was like, oh, I was wrong. Partly wrong. So that was very interesting. Some things that were discovered in this story. So we can't wait to discuss this book in the weeks to come.
I had thought that I had read this when I took a Harlem Renaissance course in college. And I guess I don't think I read this. I must have read something else because I know we talked about the concept of passing, it's an important theme, especially when you're talking about the 20s and 30s and the art coming out of that time period. But I guess I didn't because I didn't remember the actual story. But we have to have talked about it because I remember having conversations about it.
I can't imagine that you didn't at least talk about it.
Yeah.
At a minimum. Yeah.
So it's nice to have like I feel like I think there's older texts. I think the History of an Ex-Colored Man, which is on the floor underneath my bench because it fell. And I think that's one of the older ones, but like this feels like the OG text. Like it feels like the source in a way.
It does.
This is where we're going to start.
Yeah. And people kind of refer to it as such, right? They kind of refer to it as this is where to start as a good primer.
Because I don't think that the things that are older than it, anything that may exist that's older has the same cultural impact that this has had.
Right.
At least like long-standing cultural impact.
Right.
So
because here we are, 2021, people still read and talk about this book on a regular basis, which is pretty incredible and speaks so much to her writing.
It's so good. It's just so good. It's so good. I had great Gatsby feels. I had we'll talk about it in the next episode, but it was just so good. Like
the one sad thing though is that she doesn't have a huge backlist. When you run across an author that has a book that's just so fantastic, you hope and pray that when you look at their catalog, they have like tons of books to read, and she does not.
I'm fairly certain she only has like 3, I think.
It's like she has Passing, Quicksand, and like some short stories.
Yeah, I think it's sad. I mean, but she was also a nurse, so.
Right. You told me that. You schooled me on that whole thing.
Well, I read my intro.
Right. Now, see, I didn't read the intro the first go round. I'm going to read it on the second read, because what you said was that you felt like it kind of spoiled the story a little bit. So I decided, okay, well, I'll just read the story the first time, and then on the second go around, I'll read the introduction first and then read the story again.
Yeah, I think it definitely spoiled things a little bit, but at the same time, it made it easier to go in looking for certain things. So there were certain like repetitions of like ideas or words that made me go, okay, so now I see why in the introduction they talk about this. So that was kind of nice that I picked. You'll pick it up when you read your introduction.
Right.
So it's like
right. So that'll be nice on this second read to have read the introduction first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what we're doing, guys. This is the rabbit hole that we're in. We'll see how long this goes, but it won't be a quick thing. This is going to take some time. We want to read what we can read and really soak it in. So all we can say is buckle up and join us. Also, by the way, this episode is just an introduction to the Passing Reading Project. Aside from this project, we also have a book club called TBRLOWDOWN, where we choose 2 books a month to read. You can find us on Instagram at TBRLOWDOWN. So follow us over there. We are a book club that reads diversely. So we want to help you diversify your bookshelves. So join us if you will. We also have a brand new Discord where we discuss all the books, and also have other channels on there where we discuss things related to books and all that good stuff. And the links are just
stuck in the live chat and can't get out of it. So if you ever see me stuck in the live chat, just start talking to me. You'll
just say hi.
Jesus out of me because I'll come out of my computer.
Just say hi. So if you want to have some fun with us on the Discord, that link is in our bio on our TBR Lowdown account on Instagram. We'd love to have you join us over there as well. Other than that,
that's really the whole intro to the project. We just wanted to come on and give a quick, this is what's going to be coming down, so you know what you're in for.
Right.
Until the end of time.
Exactly.
There are too many books. I still like that weird book that I found from like the 70s about some white dude going down to the South to experience racism. Like I can't wait till we get to that one, because that's going to be a trip. There is no way that is not going to be an absolutely uncomfortable read.
It's going to probably be so gritty and hit so many buttons. I
can't believe that anybody actually did it. That's still like.
The question is why?
There's so many questions.
You just woke up one day and thought this was a good idea, huh?
I feel like he was a news reporter or something, but can you imagine, like, I don't know, like Dan Rather just going down to like the middle of Alabama,
right,
or wherever he goes?
Exactly. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that's gonna be a trippy read. That's gonna be a trippy read. Yeah.
It's either going to be really insightful and actually surprisingly good, or it's going to be absolutely just
terrifying,
horrific. And you're going to question, why did anybody ever write this? Who?
We have to make sure we read that one this year.
Yeah,
we have to read that one this year,
especially with all the nonsense going on. Like, no.
God. Oh my gosh.
We're not here for the nonsense.
If anybody listening has a relative that they know, perhaps maybe still living, I don't know, and who has passed, we would love to get some info on them if they'd be down for an interview or something. I'm just saying.
Yes, please.
I'm just saying, So
we're nice people, or people
very
that,
nice.
Or if anybody found out that their history is different than what they thought it was, because like that's
absolutely
so like in The Vanishing Half, it's very like, the sister knows what she's doing. It's very conscious decision. But in
the one sister, the
one sister. But in his the Office of Historical Corrections, it takes me so long to get all the words in the right order. That novella, that is like a big secret, like that gets
Right.
revealed.
Right.
So like that's got to be fascinating. Oh, we've got a message to
We
play.
got a message. Tap to play.
Are you tapping?
I'm tapping. All right. Thanks for that. All right. Do we add the Office of Historical Corrections to the list? Because I wouldn't mind reading that short story over again.
I don't think we have it on there, but we can put it on there. I don't think we all have the Vanishing Half on there either, because I kind of just did because we both read it. But I would like to get the Office of Historical Corrections because I only read it. I only listened to it. I mean, I didn't have a copy of it. But I mean, that novella was like, oh my God, could you imagine?
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I mean,
like, let's go down that psychological rabbit hole, not to ruin the story for anybody, but like, man.
Right.
Because there are people that'll find that out and be like, cool. And then there's people who find it out and it's you've shattered their world, their little racist world.
Completely. Yeah. Oh man. We're gonna have to do some like super Googling for some articles, perhaps, like someone's written some stories about this, some journalistic stories. You know
what I got recently? I'm trying to find it quickly and I don't think I will. I got this old book of, it might be over there, of I think they're essays, and it's like the fictions of race, and I don't know where they lean. I don't know if they're positive or negative. But we'll have to go through that and see what that looks like and what they talk about, because there's like it's more like an anthology, so it should be interesting. I'll take a peek at it. It's a little older.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I think the old stuff is good,
exciting.
But also I'm scared. Like I'm scared of some of the older stuff because it's gonna make me.
The older stuff is gonna be the juiciest stuff.
I know. I mean, come on. How many times did I say to you, I can't say half the words that are in here. I'm not allowed to. Where do I want to?
I know. It's going to be interesting.
And there's going to be so many books like this.
So many. Many.
I'm uncomfortable. But that's okay. I should be uncomfortable. I should be uncomfortable.
This whole thing's going to be a wild ride. That's all I can say. This whole thing is going to be a wild ride. Oh, sidebar, guys. I forgot to mention we're also streaming live on Twitch. We have a Twitch channel. You can find us over there, TBR Lowdown.
Actually, Twitch. This is our first Twitch. Hello.
Our very first Twitch.
Popping our
we're just trying all the things, right? Trying out stereo, trying out Twitch. We're just going to see how these things vibe with us,
Two groovy old ladies doing the stuff on the internet.
Old ladies on the interwebs, making the Googles work for us. We're not on the Twitters. I mean, we're on the Twitters, but we're not really doing anything on the Twitters. We should do something on the Twitters.
I tweeted out our Twitch to the.
I tweeted out something too, but we should maybe be more consistent with that. Yeah, on the Twitters. Yeah.
We should probably be better about that.
Yeah,
I'm not
for sure. Yeah, anyway. I'm on Twitter twice a week for 2 very specific things, and then I get the heck out of there. I roll through, and then I get on out. It's scary over there.
It is scary over there. I let other people sum it up for me.
Yeah.
It's a scary place.
Right.
I don't want to make
Twitter, on BookTube.
I don't want to make people on Twitter mad. It's scary when they're mad.
Listen, guys, as an OG Twitter user, Twitter used to be a nicer place, okay? And I don't know what happened, but it has become the den of wolves.
Like, you wouldn't say those things to your mama. Why are you saying them to me? Like,
you wouldn't. You absolutely would not.
I mean, I might say them to my mother, but I'm an ass. Pretty weird thing to my mom. But
oh my God.
Anyway.
Well, this is our introduction. This is our introduction to us, to the project. We hope we shared all the things. I think we shared all the things.
I think we did. Eventually, we'll get a website up and running, and we can keep our running list of books we want to read in comparison to books we have read. What do we actually recommend? What do we say? Do not read this.
Exactly.
It is a pile of hot garbage.
Right. Now, we will not be able to say like, hey, we'll be on stereo like every whatever day, Wednesday, whatever, because Alyssa here is a nurse. So she does not have a regular 9-to-5 schedule. She's helping the people. Okay. She's helping the people. So the schedule will be based around when she is not at the hospital helping the people to live. Okay. I just wanted to put that out there. Okay.
Thank you for putting that in context.
You know, some of us have jobs where we don't save lives. That's me. Okay. She has a job where she saves lives. So just want to put that out there. But just know we're going to be as consistent as we can be.
We'll do our best. So that's why it's really good to follow us on Instagram, because we will probably. So, oh, my phone's on. Sorry, everybody who just heard my ringer. Follow us on Instagram, because you'll get all of our updates there in real time.
Exactly.
That's probably the best way to do that.
And again, she's Nerd and Nurse Reads on Instagram. I'm Bookladyreads, and our book club is TBRLOWDOWN.
Yes.
Follow us here on stereo too.
Yeah.
Well, shall we end it?
Yeah, I guess we're good.
Yeah. Oh, also, again, so like our next show will be talking about the first part of Passing. So if you want to read along and be able to discuss it with us, grab yourself a copy of Passing by Nella Larsen and read with us and discuss it with us.
Super short, really well written. And if you have an Audible account, and I know that everybody loves Audible because it's Amazon, and I'm sorry, but if you have an Audible account, there is a free copy on there.
Exactly.
And it's read by, what's her name again? Because I can't remember her, the really beautiful lady that's also going to be in the movie.
Tessa something. Tessa. Oh man, I'm losing her last name.
But she's going to be in the movie too, and which apparently is coming out to Netflix this year. So we will be watching that, and we could probably, I don't know, can we do a stream of that? I don't know. We might be able to. We'll see.
I think so. Wait, where are you saying it's going to? Or we don't know where it's streaming yet. The movie.
I think it's going to stream on Netflix. I just don't know when.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, we could probably set some kind of a watch party up or something.
Yeah.
Which would be really fun.
Yeah. Because the cast is really good.
Yes.
And the story is really good. And like, we need, there will be spoilers. Just so everybody knows. Because that ending we have to talk about when we get there. We have to. I'm sorry. I'm not hiding anything. We have to discuss that.
Yeah. So I guess we should make it very clear that this particular project, the Passing Reading Project, it is to fully discuss each book reread, which means we're going to be breaking down what's in the book. So it won't be spoiler free. Just FYI.
Nope. There will be spoilers upon spoilers.
Right. So
this is an actual book discussion, not a book review. So
exactly. So I thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes,
it's been fun.
You. I'm for anybody catching it on the replay. Thank you, because it should stay on our Twitch account for a bit, and I could probably dump this onto our YouTube too if we want to, or we can stick it on TBRLOWDOWN. We could probably put it on Instagram. It's pretty short, so
that's true too. Yeah, I love it.
So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys.
Well, thanks, folks. We'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, bye.